What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ride Pro, your go-to channel for real reviews for ride-on toys for kids. Today, we're putting these two beasts head to head. The 24-volt Can-Am Outlander versus the 24-volt Can-Am Renegade. We're going to break down the key differences, talk about performance, features, build quality, and of course, how much fun they are actually for the kiddos. My name is Mohawk Dave, and if you've been around the channel, you know we've reviewed a ton of ride-on toys, and my kiddos have put them through the ringer. So you're getting real-world reviews based on what actually matters, durability, ride-on quality, and whether or not it's worth your money. So let's jump right into it. Now before we dive into the unboxing, I do want to mention that both of these ride-ons come from bigtoysdirect.com, and today we're reviewing their premium versions of this Can-Am Outlander and the Renegade. These are factory upgraded models that come loaded with premium features like leather seats, EVA foam rubber tires for a quieter, smoother ride, selectable four-wheel drive, and even a media player with Bluetooth connectivity. Now they do also offer these in standard versions, but what we're testing today is the top tier builds, and I'll point out all the differences that make them stand out. Now let's jump into the unboxing. Both the Outlander and the Renegade arrived safely, and shipping was very quick and hassle-free. And honestly, I like to make the unboxing and the assembly process part of the fun. The kids and I enjoy digging into these boxes and projects like this together, so this made it super fun. As for the assembly, both models came with clear instructions and only required basic hand tools. It took us about 30 to 45 minutes to get each one fully put together. Nothing too complicated. If you pick up one of these for your kiddos and you're a little unsure about the build process, don't worry, I've got you covered. I made step-by-step assembly instructions for each one of these, and that's going to be linked down below in the description in my Let's Build It Together series. Now let's get into the details. And right off the bat, one major difference between these two ride-ons is the seating setup. The Renegade is designed for a single seater, perfect for one kid at a time. Meanwhile, the Outlander is a true two-seater, so your little one can bring a friend or a sibling along for the ride, the passenger in the back and the driver up front. Both are fully licensed by BRP, the makers of Can-Am, which means these aren't just random lookalikes. They're modeled to match the real thing. Everything from the Can-Am logos, Outlander, and Renegade decals, right down to the Rotex engine stickers are all accurate. Even the mudguards are stamped with Can-Am branding, giving these ride-ons a genuinely authentic look. And yes, both come with fully integrated working LED headlights and taillights, which add to the realism and make them look absolutely awesome during dusk rides. Let's talk about the build quality. I gotta say, these are genuinely well-built ride-on toys. Everything about them feels sturdy, thoughtfully designed, not just thrown together like some of the cheaper options out there. Both the Outlander and the Renegade are equipped with 4 200-watt motors, one on each wheel, giving you real four-wheel drive power when you need it. They also come with a 24-volt 7-amp-hour battery pack, which gives a really solid runtime. On a full charge, we were able to get about a half a day worth of riding time before needing a recharge, and that was with some pretty heavy use at times. Of course, the battery life depends on how you're driving, using four-wheel drive versus two-wheel drive, terrain, and whether you're running your lights and sounds. But overall, I was really impressed with how long these lasted out in the real world. Now, it's the small details that really set these apart. Both models come with ball bearings in all four wheels, which is almost unheard of at this price range. The ride is smoother, the wear is reduced, and it just shows how much thought went into the design. They've also added rear suspension guards, a super smart feature that helps prevent the kids from sticking their fingers into the springs or getting pinched. So safety and quality all the way. The top speed is pretty solid. Both models have 2 speed modes, roughly 2 to 5 miles per hour, which I think is perfect for this age group. Just enough thrill, but still safe. Now, as far as the sizing goes, the Outlander is definitely the larger one of the two, and that makes sense since it's a true two-seater. But I really do love the overall footprint of these two ride-ons.
Now look at the storm coming.
I see it. I think it's gonna storm.
I think we need to adjust.
Hey, I think this thing is the perfect size. Like, seriously, fits through the gates, able to squeeze in everywhere, super light, super nimble, and honestly, you can take this thing with you anywhere. It'll fit in the back of an SUV or a van or whatever, and you could take it with you anywhere. Some of the ride-on toys like the SUVs, the UTVs can get pretty bulky and hard to store or transport, but these ATVs hit a sweet spot. They're compact enough to fit in most trunks and storage spaces and lightweight enough to move around easily, yet still big enough to feel legit for the kids. So in my opinion, if you're tight on space, either for riding or storing, these are a great option that don't sacrifice features or quality. They've got the full premium feature set without the oversized hassle. Now when it comes to personal preference, I'll be honest, I'm leaning towards the Outlander. Don't get me wrong, the Renegade looks awesome too, but the Outlander just has that extra aggressive edge, especially with the front bumper, the grille guards, the way that it's designed that gives it that real ATV feel. One of my absolute favorite things, the tie-down racks on the front and back. They're not just for show, they look like the real Can-Am ATV racks and give you that whole adventure-ready vibe. Now, neither one of these come with an actual trunk space or under the hood storage, but having those racks, especially for pretend play, is a win in my book. Another reason why I really like the Outlander is that it's a true two-seater. That's a big deal if you've got multiple kids or your little one always wants to bring a buddy. It's perfect. The Renegade is more compact, it's lighter, easier to maneuver, and it fits into tighter spaces. Now, both models do feature the EVA foam rubber wheels, and that's something that I think should be standard on all the ride-ons. They're quieter, they're smoother, they hold up better than the plastic wheels. It's no contest. And I think for the price point, it's a great value. Speaking of price, these are very well priced for their class. You're getting leather seats, suspension, working headlights, taillights, Bluetooth media player, 4-wheel drive capability, and it's a super solid build. And that's why I really recommend checking out bigtoysdirect.com. Not only do they offer these kinds of features, but they've got build variants that you simply won't find on Amazon or other big box stores. Now, before we wrap it up, I do want to quickly call out the recommended age ranges for these ride-ons. The Renegade is designed for kids 3 to 6, while the Outlander is meant for kids 3 to 8 years old, which makes sense given the difference in size and seating. Now let's get into the Ride Pro ratings. To be fair, I'm rating these based on what they are, quad ATV style ride-ons. I'm not comparing them to SUVs, trucks, or sports car ride-on toys. This is their own category. So I'm focused on the stuff that really matters here. Ease of assembly, build quality, pricing, options, looks, ruggedness, ease of use, comfort, and of course, fun factor. For the Outlander, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5 between the realistic styling, two-seater capability, tie-down racks, great suspension, and all the premium features. It is really hard to beat at this price point. The battery life, durability, and overall fun factor just knocks it out of the park. Now for the Renegade, I'm giving it a strong 4.8 out of 5. Honestly, it's an amazing option, especially if you're in smaller space or just want something more compact and nimble. It's lightweight, it's a great option. And I'll admit it, I am really basing my rating of 4.8 just on personal preference, as they both have the same features, the same options. The only difference is the size and the rider capacity. So even though I'm more of a quad guy in general, the Outlander just stands out to me. That being said, you can't go wrong with either one of these. It really comes down to your space, your kid's age, and your style. Honestly, both of these ride-ons are so much fun to watch the kids enjoy, and to be real with you, it's hard not to want to jump on one of these myself. Mine is slightly out of commission, so I'm actually debating about possibly hopping on one of those and riding it myself because it looks like a lot of fun. I think the seat is like awesome.
Comfy.
The seat is comfy, isn't it? I think that's one of my favorite things is the leather seat. Well, they both have the leather seat, but I mean, it looks comfy. Hey, I wish I was your size so I could actually ride this thing.
In the back, come on, let's go.
So when your real quad is down, the 24-volt ride-on quads start looking real good, and somebody should probably send help because I'm actually considering it. I may need adult supervision. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's ride-on review and comparison between the Can-Am Outlander and the Renegade, both from bigtoysdirect.com. I hope this helped you figure out which one might be the right fit for your kiddo or you. Make sure to check out the links in the description for the full build videos. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell if you want more real-world reviews just like this one. We've got plenty more on the way. I want to thank you guys for watching Ride Pro. I'm Mohawk Dave, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.